This is the legendary Sauti za Busara festival in Zanzibar. Everyone's dancing to their heart's content, tourists and locals together, gyrating to the beat of the bands. It's February 2021, right in the middle of the pandemic, yet COVID-19 seems to be far away for many here. Angela Al-Adlak and her friends came from Russia. This is already their second time here on the island in just 2 months.
We like Zanzibar because here no coronavirus. I have been 3 weeks ago with children. I have 3 children, I come with them. It's a very, very nice paradise.
No, so that we have free corona here. No corona anymore, it's free corona.
COVID? Yeah. What's that? I don't remember. No, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid about anything.
For many, Zanzibar means summer, sun and the sea. Instead of tough restrictions, tourism is encouraged as if everything's normal. Charter flights, mainly from Russia and Eastern Europe, land here regularly. Zanzibar is an autonomous region of Tanzania, whose president has been in denial about coronavirus for months. Since May of last year, the number of cases are no longer made public. Everything's under control, according to the acting health minister of the island.
So far, it has been going on very well. People are coming and making sure they are adhering to those standards. We've not had any cases that the government must take this very serious.
Journalist Taleb Usi begs to differ. He says coronavirus is spreading across the island. Because he reported on it, he's been banned from practicing his profession for several months. He says coronavirus has become a taboo subject.
We see so many people.
We see a lot of people dying.
And
they say a lot of people die because they can't breathe. We're not used to seeing someone who can't breathe properly or has a bad cold. But if you look at that, then you can see that it's the same symptoms as with COVID-19. Usi is demanding stricter measures to protect the people on Zanzibar. However, he says the government wants to keep tourism running at any price because it's so important for the island. A lot of people, like tour guide Kassim Hamdu Mohamed, are dependent on tourists for their livelihood. He's happy he can now accompany a group from Bulgaria. He's been working in the sector for 5 years and has even learned German for the many German tourists who used to come before the pandemic struck. Then for months there was hardly any work. That changed when the island promoted tourism again. The 30-year-old says at least he's earning money again to provide for his family. He says he's not scared that tourists might bring coronavirus to the island. I think hunger is worse than corona. If no tourists come, then people will starve. That's worse. Many people, however, are acting irresponsibly, says German Sabine Emmerich from Zanzibar's biggest tourism agency. She says that a huge black market for negative coronavirus certificates for tourists has been thriving on the island for quite a while. She's made sure her employees understand the disease. In their tour buses, everyone has to wear a face mask, including the tourists. Emmerich says tourism is possible if you take the right protective measures. It's about travelling responsibly. Now that the pandemic has been around for a year, everyone in the world should know what it is, how the disease can spread, and what you can do to protect yourself. Last month, the first vice president of Zanzibar died of COVID-19, according to his party. That may have given pause to rethink things. Indeed, now authorities are asking people to wear masks and keep a safe distance.